Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. They go play action here. Purdy. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. DeAndre Carter back deep. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak, and he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27. From the 27, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 27 yards. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get started all loose.
Extra point splits the opponents, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Ray McCloud to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. On first down, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll work down inside the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to get catch passes when people try to tackle you not the right way. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you just end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler taking it in from 4 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Purdy to throw it on first down. Open man is Jauan Jennings. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on second down. Purdy will get this out right here to McCaffrey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Purdy now to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been played at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
All start offense.
Jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. The guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Herbert on 1st down now. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And they're going to speed things up here. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to revert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. To the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's the option going right. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A give, Eckler running to the right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. On 4th down, Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Purdy to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Purdy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Purdy, big 4th down play. He's got a man, complete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. Partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly